Hello, hello. I want to talk about a few random things together. One is I'm at the moment at this item level, you know, 1640, but obviously that's due to the express thingy. But to do advanced honing here, I need to do uh that pirate thingy. That is like a first gate of Echidna, I think. So I'm stuck here with that because I did other stuff and now it's kind of awkward, right? Because like I did other stuff and then I honed up and then now here we are, right? Like I gotta do this Red Doom Narkiel to unlock the achievement that lets me unlock the quest, that lets me unlock tempering, that lets me advanced hone. If I understand this correctly. So gonna do that. But then I don't really have that much motivation because as you can see I did other stuff for gold. It's kind of awkward because I'm like, even if I do it, I'm like, not getting the 5,000 and then the 8,000. So it's kind of awkward. So I'm not super motivated to do it. And then the other thing is, there's so many windows. All right, let's close this here. And then the other stuff is, again, weapon, transcendence. And then it's kind of awkward because then I went, I transcended an armor and then I realized, oh, it's weapon. But then if I do the weapon needs 60 of this behemoth scale, and then I only have 30. So again, I need to do that one because that's where you get. You don't even get it. Okay, I don't even know where you get it then. The behemoth scale. So yeah, I don't know how I do that. I need to check that a bit more. Also, another awkward thing is that uh not here. Expires in 1 minute. uh so I run out of the aura because that was the three-day aura, and it's pretty annoying to play without the aura. But problem is that from back in the day I have this much, and to get the aura for a month 510, so I am missing 303. And the issue with that is that I only have how much? I only have this much unbound gold, so I can't, like, it would cost 30,000 and I have like pretty much like half of that. And the thing is, like, once you're used to playing with aura, it feels pretty unplayable to play without it. So again, that's another thing that kind of takes the motivation out of it a little bit. And again, here this Curzon front I see, but then obviously I don't see it here at the Chaos Dungeon. So obviously I can't scroll towards this side. So obviously the assumption is that I need to finish the quest here. I was already here. So I need to finish the area. I need to finish North Curzon to get the Curzon front, but I'm not entirely sure. But I battle passed to South Curzon, or Curzon, or I don't know how you pronounce it exactly. So I should have it unlocked if it was part of the South Curzon. I don't know. I'll have to remember the pronunciation. But you know what I mean. So yeah. Obviously I don't wanna do the lower rank dungeon, right? Because I just transfer these, and then it's like I've heard that there's like advanced honing, and then I guess I could make use of it because this is basically dead now, right? The million honor shard. It's basically dead. It's like I could like I don't know, advanced hone the old one, and then I advanced hone it up, and then I use up my shards and mets and whatnot. But I don't really have other mets all that much, right? I just have the honor shard accumulated. And yeah, I guess a million is not even that much, so that's fine. We just there. So yeah, there's the situation. This is just simply the gear and that we got from uh maybe not this one, maybe this one, because obviously I am using this one here as well. It's kind of awkward because there's an overlap here, right? There's an overlap here because I was like gem pouch. Yeah, so like that was like this one, and I didn't really think about it all that much. Maybe if I checked, but then later it's gonna make sense, right? But like at the moment I'm kind of like overlapping with other stuff, right? Because like it would make sense to split these a bit. But like this is the main one that I really care about. I didn't do anything over here, any of these just yet. And yeah, I think it already ran out. Yeah. You use move all to move stored items. So I can, I'm just gonna keep these here. These they are not, deleted. I just try to like put stuff there that I don't really want to touch. But that's kind of awkward, I guess. And I threw those in there. Like maybe I should have moved moved those out. But I can't really move them individually anymore. So yeah, I guess if I end up just not getting it, then I'm just gonna have that stuck there. But obviously the goal would be to get to get enough gold to unlock the thing. But like I said, 285 is not enough. And then so I need like 30,000 unbound gold. And like half of that. So and I don't really know. I can't really get much unbound gold if I don't get to a level where I can decently get into groups, right? Because then, like for example, I just take this one, right? Obviously solo mode, all of them is bound. But if I go in like a normal mode, then suddenly, right, like there's 2,000 unbound, there's 3,000 unbound gold. And I guess it hard even more, 3,000 then 4,000. So yeah, like coming back and seeing all this, bound and unbound gold situation, and how hard, I guess. I don't know. There's just so many things are bound. I guess it's okay. I guess that's because I guess if they weren't all bound, then I guess they wouldn't be as generous with the event stuff, right? So, you know, I guess it's fine. But it just feels pretty bad, especially compared to like the old days when you could like just do everything, buy cheap crystal, and then and stuff. But I was never like that big dog, because like obviously in the early days you could just if you were like really focused, you could have amassed like insane amounts of crystal. You didn't even have to be that focused. But I was like, easy come, easy go situation. I got it and bought stuff in the shops. Another wild thing to think about, right, is that to think about how much I've spent, how much crystal I've spent for card packs. You're trying to fish for Light of Salvation, and then I come back, and then I see that the event just gives you full awakening on Light of Salvation and Lost Wind Cliff. So yeah, it's pretty wild. It does feel a little bad, not gonna lie. So yeah, like I can play the game. Like it's not like I can't play the game, but it's pretty rough to play without crystalline aura, especially when you're used to it. And I was very much used to it. Like I got to a point I said like, okay, it's not game's not really playable crystalline on without the aura. And then you can like say like obviously you can just buy it, but I mean I don't know. I mean uh and then obviously it's different if you think about something like food, for example. Like obviously food you need to stay alive. So like it's different to drop stuff on things that you can actually eat compared to digital goods, digital stuff. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. Can't get the aura, and that's kind of sad. Also, one more thing, just like kind of unrelated, but I wanna throw it at the end, is that Facebook end-to-end encryption for messages is pretty annoying because there's like two things. One, my browser is not entirely like supported necessarily, so like that could be an issue. But also, it could be the issue could be just that they don't really want you to even through the browser. You don't really wanna. They don't really want you to access your messages properly through the Facebook site. They want you to go to the messenger side and go through there. It's like maybe if I go through there, I can actually see the messages. Because what's been happening, right, is that ever since I got not that long ago, I got the ultimatum from them, right, when you're I was trying to avoid as much as I could the new stuff, the new end to end with the code and whatnot. But then when there was like no option to decline anymore, I was like, okay, yeah, sure, let's make a code. But then every time I just give the code, it's if anything, it's been getting worse. So there's like a cutoff point, and then like I wouldn't get it because it's not like that there are multiple devices. Like I'm only accessing it through my PC, and there's no straightforward option to even like bring those back, or like maybe it's browser side that's you know like supposedly I'm thinking like, okay, it says, okay, it's end to end encrypted, and then code, and I give the code, and like nothing happens. It just the it stops asking for the code, but it doesn't really do anything. Like the messages are not visible, even though I know that they exist, but they are not visible. I don't know. It's just a mess, and it's pretty annoying. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that was it. That was it. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna go from here necessarily, because uh I mean, I can just go and hone, but this is all advanced honing, and I need the advanced honing to progress this one. And also the event quest also perform advanced honing, advanced honing, advanced honing. It's just everything is tied behind the advanced honing, which is tied behind tempering, which is tied behind the behind the achievement, which is tied behind the boss. But I if I do the boss, then I feel like a dummy because then I don't get gold for it. So that's like the cascading effect of the entire thing. Also, no aura edge. Like and then like I said, I would have to probably go through here, but I'll check it out after this. By the way, the game is dangerous. You know, you start it up and then you just mess around, and then the day just zooms by. The time just goes by so fast. So yeah, it's it's dangerous. And also another thing, let's just go out to the character select because I picked out the stuff. I picked out the characters from the storage, and again, kind of awkward situation because again, I'm not gonna get additional plot, but I'm also, kind of, even though they're like lower level, I'm kind of attached to the characters. To be honest, I'm kind of attached to these. So yeah, even though I was just like messing around with them and I wasn't really pushing it all too hard, as you can see from the olden days. But I don't really wanna remove any of them. So yeah, I'm gonna have to decide which one I wanna power pass. And I should probably decide it quickly. Because it would just make sense. But like I've seen the sword stuff and like it's kind of rough. I've seen the reflux sword dropped a lot. Berserker, I don't know, maybe there's like something there. I've seen like control labor might be, something. So yeah, like out of these, I'm probably gonna have to. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to because I have the one in my inventory. I haven't clicked on it yet, but I have a South Curzon pass, so I'm gonna have to decide between these which one I wanna get. Because obviously there's the the whole Valkyrie hype. You know, also it's nice because like it's also support, and then DPS is supposedly pretty capable, so you can like go back and forth, especially now that it's so easy. So yeah, yeah, I don't know, thinking thinking a lot about what to do with these. But yeah, that's the situation. All right, okay, I'm out of here. I'll figure it out someday, somehow. Bye bye.